they decided, because they died like 2 weeks ago. Um, they decided that they wanted to try being pirates, which is fine.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they wanted to like set like a huge like super crazy hard goal for them, so they like have something to work towards. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. We can do that. But then because they're pirates, they decided that they wanted to overthrow the regional hegemon and bring forth a golden age of piracy. And I was just sitting there like, what does that mean? And they want to defeat the capital fleet of this multi-planet power.
I read about this in a book, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
It
like
didn't
they,
go
they
well.
basically wanted Pirates of the Caribbean it, right? Like they
Yeah.
said as much. Um, which is fine. I think that's funny, except for the part where I was like, okay, well, I've had that fleet statted out for a while. Um, I don't see any way that they survive.
Wait, they want to do it by themselves?
Well, they want to like rally the pirates and make a pirate fleet and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Like that'll take like a few months at least for them to do all that stuff. Like that'll be fun. But I just know as soon as this engagement happens, like there's no way they can win.
Let's begin the revolution.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what you gotta
because
do?
they're not gonna be smart about it, right? Like they're not gonna do what the pirates did and like release Calypso and like fuck up space oceans to do this,
Yeah.
right? Like they're just gonna get a bunch of pirates and be like, yeah, we have a lot of ships. We've never seen this many ships, and then they're gonna fight a real navy, and it's gonna be bad. Like,
Have you played Bullet
one
Storm?
carrier? Yeah,
You gotta do that.
yeah. It's like I just was like, one carrier is already a big ass ship that could wreck them, plus 5 more frigates, which are already big ass ships that could wreck them, plus like 20 fighters. Like I don't see how they survive. If they just go in like guns blazing, they're dead. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna laugh.
Let them die. I mean,
I told them like I was
die.
like, because it was Dennis was like, yeah, let's do it, and I was like, Dennis, like you guys will die.
maybe they make other characters, and maybe there was some change in the world from that encounter. But,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I think they can do it.
Yeah.
They just can't be dumb about it.
or instead of killing them, strand them in a planet.
Yeah. That'd be funny. Just maroon them.
Yeah, and have them, get out of planet somehow.
Or
Yeah.
they disable their ship during this fight, and then you get to run a prison session for Dennis.
Oh,
Got him.
that could be fun. Got him.
That's
Got
a
him.
good one.
Got him.
I don't know, man. I started up Space Marines. I kind of just want to use my Space Marines on 'em.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to resist it once you've got them.
There could also be a third enemy that
Yeah.
comes out from hiding.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I'm interested. It'll be fun for me to watch.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
you could always throw monsters. Chaos monsters out.
let's talk about the Hive.
Yeah, what that is.
So our situation, the reason you've all been gathered, you've been called by the Hive. This is a guild of legitimate merchants who secretly trade in contraband. Their symbol is the golden bee. There's a couple of rumors we can get to, but the thrust of what we're dealing with is their leader, Djera Maha. She's from the Dagger Isles and has come up the hard way in the ranks of the criminal underground. But so she's got some street cred, right? She's been doing this a while. But on her way up, she made close friends with Roric. And Roric is the former leader of the Crows. He didn't retire. He didn't move on to something else. He didn't get arrested. He was murdered. Rumors abound about his murder and who did it. Of course, there are some primary suspects. But Djera, the exact nature of her relationship with Roric, other than they came up together, right? Other than she came up under sort of his, along with him, right? She wants to get to the bottom of that. This is personal. So that's what you all are here for. You're here to get answers. You're here to find things out. And she got the three most inquisitive sorts she could. A giant man with a shovel for a weapon. A crazy dude with just guns. And his pet monkey. And a man who sweats poison.
It's hot in here.
Choice.
I'm starting to shut up.
Yeah. But you're going to be working for the Hive here. Let me make sure. Yeah. They are a pretty high tier gang. They're level 4. Rank tier 4. So nothing to scoff at. And they have all kinds of claims that you can use. And some pretty harsh crews. They're in with the Eruvians. There. Ghoul. Yeah. Yeah, they're closely. Wait, is that right?
I think Dagger Isle Consulate. No?
Yeah, I totally just mistyped. Yeah, I'm sorry. Their main contact, their favorite contact, I accidentally wrote it as Eruvians, but it's actually Dagger Isles. My bad.
Cool.
Um,
We'll need them.
So, I mean, we can have you guys dealing with the gang itself and, like, talking to Djera and her lieutenants and stuff, but I think I'd like to get you guys into something, just to start, so that we can start hitting the ground and
Possible.
see what your first action is, your first plan. First thing we need to do before doing our plan is set our loads, which will kind of go hand in hand with what kind of plan we're thinking about. So what do you guys think? There is there is one rumor that's kind of explicit. There is a rumor that says that Besson knows something about Roric's murder. Besson runs an animal shelter. There are like underground dog fights and stuff like that, and this guy rescues dogs when they're beaten or left, or when a dog fighting ring gets shut down by vigilantes. Yeah, so that's like one easy lead you have, that he knows something about the murder. But anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think would be your first move?
Well, I think I guess we should go talk to him. Right? Like,
Yeah.
he's a concrete lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of plan are you thinking? Is this social? We're just talking?
Well, I mean, I like the idea that we're more abrasive than that, because I'm not that Gustav. So why don't we break into his house, and when he comes home for the night or whatever, right? Like, I don't know, Slab can push a Maddox up against his neck and be like, "Tell us what you know."
It could definitely work.
Okay. Um, I agree. That's definitely not social. Um,
Did I miss that?
I mean, is that assault? I guess it is. I mean, literally,
Yeah.
legally.
I
Uh,
think
That's a gray area. If we don't actually hurt him, it's not assault.
it's a gray area. That's not true. Um,
I'm a blue coat. I know these things. Was a blue coat. Whatever.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm an expert.
Do you remember? Do you remember Songbooker, Justin?
Absolutely,
I
I
seem
do.
to remember her beating me across the head an awful lot.
Mhm. Yep, you're right. How many answers did she get when she beat you up, though?
She fell in love, so
Yeah. So this is it seems like an assault. I mean, you have a point of attack, his house, at night. Um, so there's a bunch of different ways we can go about the plan. But how do you guys envision? Are you just walking up to the door, kicking it in? Are we trying to sneak in at all?
yeah, I don't want the blue coats coming after us.
No, I think we have to be discreet before smashing his knees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
somewhat screen.
yeah,
I
we
could-
sneak in through a back window.
Yeah, I could melt the locks of his doors and stuff.
Yeah,
That's something I can do.
Okay.
right. Like we're like ambushing him inside his house.
So I think it's still assault, but it sounds like we have a setup.
Yeah.
Sounds like Ghoul has a setup for melting a lock. What's your load going to be, Ghoul? Are you walking the streets heavy? Did you bring just enough for the job? What?
No, I think I'm light.
Okay.
Just enough.
All right. And what about you, Slab?
I'm just gonna go normal for now.
Okay. Okay.
Also normal.
So his house is definitely in Crowsfoot. That's where he's living at. I don't think we ever established where. I think he runs this animal shelter as part of his house. He's got like a big yard out by his house that he uses, I guess. So I'm gonna put him. Those are kind of large. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. Yeah. There we go. There's the little place he uses. So it's a what is this place? It's I think it's an old apartment complex kind of thing, but it's pretty run down. And it looks like a lot of the rooms have been abandoned, basically. In fact, they may just be squatters who live here. He may just be squatting himself. I don't think anybody really runs this place. Do we know what room he's in?
Um. Well, what if we? Well, he's a target, right?
He is a target, yeah.
Um. Well, I have a nifty move about finding stuff out about targets.
Okay.
I guess it's a special ability in this game, huh?
So yeah, we'll do gather information first for you to find out about him.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
what role is
And
that gonna be?
mm,
Well, you tell me. So it seems like usually to hunt a target, it is hunt.
yeah.
Or gather information about them. Now, it could also be survey if you know the apartment building to just like scope the place out. It could be study if you go to, like a records office or something. Any of that kind of stuff. Once again, it's blades, so you tell me what action you're rolling.
Yeah, I get you. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the Hive's informants because they have those. And I'm gonna ask them just general stuff about the dude, find out like what his habits and stuff are. And then once I know like, oh, in the afternoon he goes to lunch or whatever, I'm gonna start following him. Right.
So who's the informant?
Um,
Who's this person?
who is he? Oh man, it's totally the dude I buy all my illegal bullets from. Right? Like the Hive is like the contraband
Okay.
selling legal merchants who also deal in contraband. So he's like a gunsmith or something that sells what are they called? What are those?
Electroplasmic ammo?
Yeah, those. He sells those to me.
Okay, so he sells you electroplasmic bullets.
Yeah.
Neat.
What's his name?
Uh
Gotcha.
Arthur.
Lesson.
It's yeah, it's Smith and he has a partner. No, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. We'll call him Arthur.
Arthur. Okay.
Yeah.
Arthur,
Rex Colt. Damn it, Rob.
the gun dealer.
Not even sorry.
Okay. So we're talking with Arthur. And so you're trying to deal with that guy. So what action do you think that is?
I mean, I'm just using like
You're
the
just using
Hive's
him for
informant
information.
thing. Yeah.
So is it still hunt?
I don't know. Right? Because I'm just fictionally trying to tie in the informants that the Hive gives us.
Yeah.
I think yeah, like once I know like, oh, okay, in the afternoon he gets lunch at this place. I'm just gonna follow him around for like a day to like, figure out the rest of his schedule or whatever.
Okay.
So I don't, is that hunt? I feel like that's hunt.
Well, the rules of the game are I do not decide that. I don't tell you. I can tell you what the moves mean, but you're the one who decides.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna hunt him.
Okay. What I do is set your effect level.
Yeah.
So
Like
I think
plus
you're controlled. I think you're controlled standard effect.
Well, I get +1 effect, right? Because of my move.
Oh, that's right. So you're controlled with great effect, and you've got 2 dice in hunt. You're going to get 1 extra for dealing with a contact, and I have a devil's bargain.
So.
Yeah. The devil's bargain is that you're not the only one looking for him.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds fun.
Okay. So, you get another dice from that.
So I get a +4.
Yep, you got 4 dice total.
All right, so I can click hunt, right?
Yep,
And my position is controlled. You said
controlled.
effect is great,
Great.
and I get 2 bonus dice.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
So a 6 is you get it.
Cool.
It's not a critical. For that, gather information. Yeah, you find the apartment and you see which apartment he goes into. And I think we see you like prowling around outside. But one of the things that Arthur told you, he said, I think he hangs around there sometimes. He goes around there. There are some people who gather around in his establishment. Like I said, vigilantes knock over underground dogfighting arenas. And he arms them sometimes. Arthur does. Because, those guys need guns too. And so he hangs around there sometimes. But what he's telling you is, yeah, there have been new faces. I don't know who they are or who they work for, but you aren't going to be the only ones with eyes on him. And so he just warns you to be careful. He says somebody else may know what the Hive knows, and they may be wanting to keep that quiet.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So you definitely see a few shady people hanging around the place. A lot of squatters and stuff, mostly just like citizens, right? Or whatever. People who don't look all that worrying. But there are eyes all around, right? It would be a thing to be unnoticed, to approach this place. It'd be a task.
Okay.
And besides the people just like standing around, you also see every now and then a couple of people who look a bit heavier, gear-wise, than just a squatter. Coming in and going out and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so you know the apartment, Ghoul.
Yup.
Now we do need to, if you want to try and avoid detection, you can ignore that and just be like, yeah, I don't care who sees us, we're just going in. But you'll be seen by pretty much everybody, because you guys aren't really, Ghoul is packed for stealth. He's okay for stealth. But you other two, you're still, you looked armed to the trained eye. What do you think, Ghoul? Are you just gonna go in? And what about you, others?
Prowl. So potentially, if we did like a group action to prowl up,
That
maybe
could be.
something there.
Yeah, that could be the first thing. Actually, we could just do that as the engagement roll to see what situation you're in, and then to avoid any extra notice. I just want to know, do you want to change it to a stealth plan from an assault plan? That's my question. You can still sneak if you assault, right? I just want to know, like, what's the tone of this? Are you going quick and efficient, right? If we make noise, fine, but get it done as quick as possible? Or are we going slow, taking our time, trying to infiltrate, as far as the plan?
Can I'm a sucker for recognition, so I'm okay with assault. I don't know about you guys.
And Slab is fine with assault as well.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Don't
assault.
mind.
I think we're all on the same page here.
Cool.
I think if we were normal crew, we'd probably be breakers.
Yeah, let's start with our engagement roll then. So, is the operation particularly bold or daring? I think so.
Really?
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
because of what you guys just said, right?
Just walking into enemy territory and shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's like screw going slow. Let's just do it. Let's make it fast and make as little noise as possible, but let's get it done quick. and you're not taking time to like. You know somebody else is here, or there are other eyes, or there are people who look dangerously shady, right? But you're not taking your time to like scope the whole thing out or back off or anything. You're still just barreling ahead. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? It's not really where they're weakest.
What?
But they're not strongest against this approach. They don't have particular defenses, so I think that's just a wash. We used a friend or contact, so we get another dice there. And other elements to consider. Tier difference. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have a lot of information. You have good information from the Hive, so... Ghoul, roll me an engagement roll. You have 4 dice. And you just do that on a fortune roll. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
6.
Double ones is not a quick fail. That good thing.
So when we start off the engagement, you're going to be in a controlled position. So we see the 3 of you. Are you all 3 together? Go across the street and start heading inside? Is anybody hanging back or anything like that?
Hmm.
I mean,
Maybe.
Do you guys think you can extort information from a dude by yourselves? I think you can.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably.
maybe someone should stay
Yeah.
outside because as soon as the guy comes in,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna gas him. I'm gonna gas him so we can tie him up and get some possibly torture going.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to find like a place across the street or whatever to like hide in, and I'm just gonna like watch. Make sure he doesn't like get away and start running, or whoever somebody else watching the place doesn't like come in to back him up. You feel me?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and Slab, you're headed in also?
yep.
Cool.
Cover Ghoul.
Okay, so now we come back to the question of whether or not you're sneaking. Like I said, you can ignore it, and you can just go for it. And we can let that just happen, right? Whatever's going to come out of that. Or you can try to actually be stealthy when you approach. What do you guys think? You're still controlled.
Mm.
And I think if we do this, this would be a group action between Ghoul and Slab.
Right.
So you would both
Yeah.
roll.
I'm pretty bad at stealthing, but I can follow you, I think.
And I've got 1 pip in stealth, so
I have a question, Justin.
great.
Yes, sir.
So that scout move that I've been using, It also has a thing that gives when I hide in a prepared position, like across the street in an alley or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, it gives a +1, an extra dice to avoid detection.
Yes.
I don't know how we could. If can we leverage that here somehow? With that,
You can for avoiding
okay,
detection.
I can, but it
Yeah.
can't benefit them. Okay.
Yeah, not them.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm thinking, is there any way I can, you know, mess with the light system in the street?
Do you have any gear for doing that?
I have fine tinkering tools if that helps. I have gadgets.
Let's look at your fine tinkering tools.
I mean, if nothing else, I've got a mattock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally crafted set of tools for detailed mechanist work, a jeweler's loop, measuring devices.
Oh, I need downtime to create gadgets. Let's see.
You get to like make up what your gadgets do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about what you're trying to do exactly. It would be difficult to like gouge your way into the like power lines or whatever, right? The lines that feed electroplasm into all the street lamps and stuff. It would involve you like accessing the line, probably either finding a hatch to open up and get inside, or tearing the street up with a jackhammer, or something like that.
We need a drunk Kristoff the Elder right now. That's what we need.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying no, but I would want to know how exactly you want to go about it. Right, it's sort of the finesse or brute force option again.
Yeah. I think we're better off just going in than just too much planning.
Okay. Okay, well, let's do a group action. So you're both going to roll, and I guess Slab, you're going to lead this group action.
Yep, sure.
So you both roll. We take the very best result from all of your rolls. You can push yourselves. A devil's bargain. Do I have a devil's bargain for you two? So I want to do one devil's bargain, but you both have to accept it. The devil's bargain is... Okay, the devil's bargain I have for the two of you. You're still going to be controlled. We're going to give you standard effect, because you're still just going for it. The devil's bargain for you, if you'd like an extra dice, is that Besson has already hired security for himself.
Hmm.
How many are you guys rolling at right now?
I'd rather push myself. If I push myself, I'd be rolling one die.
Yeah, you can totally turn it down and still push yourself.
But right now, without doing anything, you're rolling 2 and taking the worst.
Ghoul is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Slab has 1.
That's hard.
Because then we'll be dealing with security and the other gangs. We're looking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it may just we may just have to wing it with what we have.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
you can still push yourselves. Spend 2 stress for an extra dice, or just go for it with what you have.
I'm gonna push.
Push it.
Now should I also push or not?
Uh,
Screw it, I'll push the ball.
Position
Okay.
control.
You're controlled and standard effect.
I think they should get an extra dice, Justin, because they've got maximum conviction.
God damn it.
Here goes.
Holy crap!
Wow.
Damn.
It continues. It continues.
Did you guys blow it out? Oh, you blew it out. Nice.
Wow.
You have no idea.
Huge
Proud
Yes.
of you.
slab of shadow.
Samuel
That's
broke
pretty
into like an Imperial Ghost reservoir and rolled a crit on the engagement. It was insane. It continues. Now, here's the one trick. Since you led that action slab and Ghoul did roll a fail, you do take 1 stress for that.
Okay. Alright, so that's 3 stress.
But otherwise, you do crit. And yeah, how do you find... So you two are running up and you're considering all of your options. Like, maybe we just shut down the lights. Maybe... Oh god, what if he has guys inside the room? And then you see something that gives you like a shortcut or a quick way in or an opportunity. What do you do? What do you see and how do you snag it?
Right, so I think what happens is, as we both kind of prowl across the street and we're in front of the door, and I remember Ghoul saying something about melting the locks, but I'm kind of looking at this door and it's pretty thick, and actually, as I'm kind of thinking, I just kind of look up and I see that actually one of the windows on like the second floor is open. And actually, just immediately think. Let me try to get the accent this time right. Ghoul, come. I'm gonna throw you up there. We'll be fine.
I knew I liked Slab.
So
I mean, I want my crit to just be that we run across the road and I can just throw Ghoul up into the window, and then I'll be able to jump up and pull myself up as well.
yeah, you're like Ghoul up there, and he's like, wait, what? And you just whoop, and Ghoul, you go launching up, and through an open window, and you just sort of land on your feet perfectly. Yeah, just
Yeah, Linus.
I mean, if that's all right.
no, that's perfect. Yeah, I mean, you're not to be trifled with. You can throw, like, you can grab up boats and toss them over, right? So, that's totally works. Yeah, you guys are inside. Let's just make it his apartment. I mean, you rolled a crit, so it was like, well, there's the window. That's his apartment, right? Like, that's what he said. Like, okay, let's just go. No more nonsense. Yeah, you toss him up, and you're in the apartment now. No need for acid, or anything else, and you've made little to no noise getting inside. Well, you tell. I mean, you guys tell me. Because Kristoff's been hunting him and stalking him. Is he already home, or are you ahead of him and you're waiting for him to come?
I think we're ahead of him and waiting for him to come. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think you should be ahead of him. Plus, I think it'd just be funny for you guys to like he unlocks the front door and like you just like manhandle him inside.
Okay, so what's the plan then, Ghoul? What's your plan for nabbing him and getting information out of him and stuff?
I mean, I'm just gonna wait in front of the door until he opens it, and as soon as he opens, I'm gonna breathe my caustic breath on him.
Okay. And this is your standstill breath.
Yes.
I don't think we've done any... Well, that's not true. We did do some attuning with ghosts. But we definitely haven't done any alchemy.
Was it Dennis who did the ghosts? I feel like it was Dennis.
Actually, Samuel did ghosts yesterday,
Oh man,
but Dennis did do ghosts also.
I knew it. Dennis always does ghosts.
Dennis always does ghosts. Sorry, I'm looking for this standstill stuff. I mean, what does it do? As hold person, but requires the target to drink the potion. A powder that causes temporary paralysis. There you go. Perfect.
Is it just like really bad onion breath? That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. You guys, are you hiding? Or Slab? I don't know what Slab could hide behind.
A drawer, cast, closet.
It's not a very big apartment. So you're waiting for him to come in the door, and you're just gonna hit him with the standstill breath.
Yeah.
Okay, what action is that?
Don't know. Sounds like prowl because I'm ambushing someone.
Sure.
Could be skirmish if I just jump on him. No, I guess that would be prowl still.
Okay. Yeah, seems like prowl. You're controlled.
Shoot. Yeah.
And
I'll push myself again.
okay, you don't even want to hear a devil's bargain.
No. No. I think I'm good.
Do you have I mean, I think you have great effects still. He's not ready for this. You have the surprise on him either way, and so you're gonna push yourself. That's 2 stress.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it. Now, Slab can certainly help you. I mean, he's right here.
Yeah, I was thinking of assisting. Maybe by if you're like blowing this venom in his face, just so he comes in the door, then what I'm gonna do is as you blow that in his face, I'm just gonna lean on the door as hard as I can to try and prevent him from maybe catch his arm in the door or something, prevent him from getting away or turning. Anything?
Okay. Yeah. So you can mark 1 stress, Slab, to give him an aid dice.
Okay.
All right. And just like that, Ghoul, you're rolling 2 dice.
Whoa. I should start rolling. Oh no.
Oh dear.
I should start rolling things I have points in, you know?
Yep, I mean, this is how it begins, right? This is Blades, so we're ready to roll.
Embrace the danger. It's fine.
I choke on my own gas.
So we're going to raise up to a risky position. Now, you gas this guy. Slab grabs him, and you're more catching him, Slab, because he goes out immediately, pretty much, when he gets a mouthful of this gas. And, yeah, you guys get him in the door, and the door closes. And there's no noise from you all. None whatsoever. You guys are quiet. You're stealthy. You don't leave any sign of anything outside that place. But Kristoff.
God damn.
Kristoff.
I am the Shadow Man.
Literally the shadow.
You can play this game, Justin.
I love it. I love it. I told Dennis your monkey was going to get into a knife fight, but using a credit card. Actually happened. Kristoff, you see 3 shadowy figures come running up the street, and where are you positioned exactly, Kristoff? Are you perched up on top of a building? Are you in a window down on the ground?
No, I'm not that good. I think. No, maybe I'm that good. I think like it's like a busy street, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think like there's an alley and there's some barrels or something, right? And I've kind of like hidden behind the barrels, and they're far enough apart that I could like I don't know, stick a gun barrel through them and hose some poser who tries to come in behind my guys.
Okay. So here's what you see from this alleyway view. You have sort of narrow. I mean, you can see like the front door and probably the window they went into and everything. You see, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not too bad. He's a large man. You see 3 guys running up the street, and they've got cloaks flapping behind them and stuff. Shadowy figures, and they run up and kick the door in and go running inside. And across the street, that's on the far side of the street by the building. On the near side of the street, you see another figure go running by, and over his shoulder, he had you saw the distinct shape of a long rifle.
Oh, where's he at?
You see him just a split second running in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
running across the alleyway, as if he's gonna like go in this building you're next to, basically, right? They have their own sniper guy.
They have their own Kristoff. I get it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna deal with him because I think these guys got it inside.
So, are you trying to shoot him right now?
No.
Okay.
I guess like when I see him or whatever, I'll like sling my long rifle back over my shoulder and just like pull one of my fine pistols out.
Okay. Do your pistols have names?
Cock. Yeah, Betsy and Hildebrand.
Okay.
Damn it! I missed a Seagal reference. I could have done that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's okay. Yeah. Get it next time.
Nah, Clementine and Ticker. Got it. Damn. It's better anyway. Yeah. Yeah, and I see him, right, and I just, like, sigh and cock the pistol. Just like, well, today you die. And I climb up out of the barrels or whatever. Gotcha.
Oh, this goes deep.
Yeah. There you go. I'll play in. Yeah, and I like start. I'm a spook on this guy. That's my plan.
Okay. You're gonna find that guy, take him out, and have them deal with those dudes running inside.
Yeah, I think they got it.
All right. Well, y'all, we're at our risky position now. Things are gonna pop off, I think. Yeah. Let's take our second break.
Cool.
And and start getting messy. 5 minutes.
Nice. All right.
Right back.